Hey guys,
I'm Ricky.
and I'm Bree.
And no matter how we're feeling,
We're gonna be dramatic about it.
I was listening to the Brittany Broski podcast, and you could hear her gulping.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, that's one blueberry Red Bull down the hatch. And I was like, that's so fucking funny. She's so funny.
I'm going to decorate for fall in the house.
Mm-hmm. I did notice you already have some cute little Halloween, one of those called window sticker things.
Yeah, I started doing some stuff, and I was going to pull it all out today and do it.
You're going to whip it out.
Yeah, I was going to whip it all out.
As you should.
I will bring some stuff in here.
Okay.
And do some stuff. But Target has really cute, cheap, glittery pumpkins.
Mm-hmm. Damn it.
It's okay. We can.
Because when I had my own apartment... Because when I used to be a grown up, I'm not anymore.
You're just a baby.
I'm just a baby. But I used
just a girl.
When my husband and I first moved in together, I was really excited about having my own space and decorating it for the holidays. And so I went to. Honestly, we weren't doing super great financially at the time, so I just went to Dollar General just to see what they had, and they had a lot of really honestly cheaply made, but they
have good stuff.
If you're not touching it, you can't tell.
Yeah.
And cute shit. And so I got a few things, and I was into it, girl. I was into it.
We went there for Christmas stuff a few times, and I still use some of it now because
absolutely.
Like you said, if you feel it, you can tell the quality isn't as good as Target or Hobby Lobby or something.
Right. The prime example that I have is I got a clock from there just for the apartment, and then the clock part is sunken in a little bit, and the outer part, the square part of it, was white wood that looked a little aged.
Okay.
Rustic looking.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Love that.
When you touch it, flimsy as hell.
You're this be cheap.
It looks like it's authentic, cute, vintage,
expensive.
Wood clock.
Yeah.
And Cleo knocked it over once or twice, and the clock part of it just completely detached from the box. And I was like, great. Fucking Scotch tape. Here we go. You can't see it in it. Yeah. I was like, whatever.
It works.
Who fucking cares? And so, yeah, they've got some cute shit. And I am all about decorating for the holidays.
Yeah, me too.
It makes you feel like a kid again. It makes you feel like it's fun, you know?
I get so excited, especially I love Halloween. That's my favorite holiday. If you know me, you know that. And that is what I'm like. I fucking love it. But then I get excited for Christmas too when it gets to it.
Same.
But right now, I'm all Halloween. All fall, all Halloween, autumn vibes.
So I think I'm also one of those kind of people that I'm not a hater. I'm totally a hater.
I was going to say, you are a hating ass bitch.
I'm not a hater in people who try to push fall the second it's September.
Yeah.
Who try to push Halloween the second it's September. It's just not something I do. And I'm not very excited at the idea. Just because growing up, I was so hot and horny for summer.
Oh, well,
so, in my mind, people pushing for fall and Halloween is pushing away summer. And it's no, guys, it's still kind of nice outside. Let's enjoy it while it lasts because it's not going to last forever. Especially the last 5-6 years when I was terrified of winter because I hated driving in the snow. I was I am not fucking down for the fall to come because the fall means winter and I'm not here for that.
That's bad news.
Exactly.
That's bad news for everybody.
I was just stop pushing the shit on me, guys, because it's still summer. But now, as I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot less scared of driving in the winter. And
you have an all-wheel drive, nice car too.
I did finance a car a couple years ago, and I very much made the decision to get the one that has all-wheel drive.
You have to.
And anybody that has purchased a car in this way in Minnesota or any state that has snow that's not going out of their way to get something with all-wheel drive, what are you doing?
Seriously.
What are you doing?
Seriously. I got it too in my car, and
it's just
the best. It's amazing. And you can drift really easy, and it's a lot of fun.
It doesn't completely solve the problem.
No,
driving in the winter is still
the issue.
risky.
Yeah, it's scary.
But
sometimes
it just gives you a little bit more of a sense of security.
Yeah.
And it's just the people that don't have that, it's just wild to me.
I didn't even understand.
Yeah. And also, I made damn sure to get a car that had remote start because I am not going to fucking go out and start my car and let it warm up if I don't have to.
Yeah, I still need to do that. My last car, my Optima, had the remote start, and it was the best fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
But I park in the garage. Not that our garage is heated. We just don't keep it heated all the time. Just if we're going to be out there. Because why waste the propane and everything for it?
Yeah.
But I feel like I want it so bad. My next car, when I get a new car, when I upgrade.
You can add it.
Yeah. And that's what I did to my Optima. I got it for like, actually it was a Christmas gift from, I believe, Kelly. I think it was Kelly that got it for me. And I brought my car in and it was like, I think it was like $200 or something like that.
I think it's only like $200. Not that 200 isn't something to.
But for that, it's worth it.
Oh,
$200 for remote start. That's 100%, a steal.
100%.
That is a fucking steal.
I will totally do that. Actually, Kirsty was just telling me on my way here that her husband was considering putting it in for her into her car.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, he wants to put it into the car for you? Like, that's fucking wild. I can't believe that. I just can't believe that he, like, and she was like, well, I don't know for sure if he's going to do it. It just depends on whether or not he can. But if he can, then he's going to do it. And I was like, girl, that's going to change the game for you.
That part is hard, putting it in, because I know that Sean bought it for Kelly for Christmas one year when they were still together. And he was going to put it in her car. But they never got around to it because it just seemed like a bitch to do. Yeah. And I think in hindsight, he would have rather done what I did for my car, just go in and get it done.
The actual mechanism is probably like $50.
Yeah.
But the labor part of it is what costs a lot, because it's like, I would think it's like fully electrically like messing with your car.
It is, yeah. You have to like go into a bunch of shit that you probably don't want to fuck up. Right. Us girls talk about shit we know about. Anyway.
Talk about cars. That's, there's one thing I'm going to do is talk about cars.
All day, every day.
I know everything about cars.
I do too. I'm a mechanic.
Turning them on, turning them off.
Turning my wipers on.
The Prindle.
Yeah, the Prindle is the most important part. Mm-hmm. I said Prindle and somebody was like, the what? And I'm like,
if she doesn't know what the Prindle is, she's too young for you, bro.
That, and I cannot associate myself with somebody who does not understand what a Prindle is.
Absolutely astronomical.
We are going to have to do an edit of that, because when you did that, I'm like, my fucking face.
Hell yeah.
Hey, bitches.
Oh, hello, everyone. I'm going to stop pretending like I don't know that you're there, because I know that you're there. I do that
we literally set up to be here for you, and we know.
I'm sure that you guys probably can't tell, but we don't have a whole team with us. It's really just us here.
Literally,
we do all the work.
The two of us. Doing the most.
The literal most. And so, yeah, we literally do every single part of this, and that's so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I want to say is, can I get a motherfucking high five?
Yes, for what?
This is the part when
say I don't wanna.
Ariana Grande, if you're out there, I love you and will always love you.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, so what I was going to say, the reason that we high-fived was because we are officially recording our 20th episode.
Shut up, really?
And that's not that big of a deal. I mean, 20 episodes is a hefty deal. But right before we started doing this, I remember telling you I had heard online that a huge percentage of people that start podcasts don't make it to 20 episodes. So, big milestone.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hell yeah. Proud of you.
What
proud
is
of
that,
me,
like
proud of us.
10 weeks of doing this then?
That's a math question, and I don't do math, so don't ask me to. Yeah. So, but that was my first thing I wanted to mention. And then also, I don't know if you listened to last week's episode, the one that just went out.
No, I listened to like the first 15, 20 minutes, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, because
I was looking for stuff to edit.
Yeah. If anybody here has listened to that episode, I apologize. I'm so sorry, guys. It was boring as shit. And I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk shit about my own podcast, but
we were so fucking tired.
Tired.
It was so bad. That was rough. That was a really rough day.
It was a rough day. It was a rough episode. And just like editing it and listening back to it, I was like, I am so bored. And I am so bored. I'm so bored of my own podcast. Like,
I don't even want to hear my own voice.
Yeah. It was bad. I was like, this is a shit episode, but I have to upload it because like it's an episode and not every episode's going to be a banger, but still. But then after I listened to it, I was like, there wasn't one thing I wanted to make a TikTok about.
That was kind of how I felt. And I'm like, I don't know what to do.
We'll just skip that one. That's fine. We'll just go a week without posting.
Just take a week off.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I just felt bad because I was like, that episode fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I did like our conversations about the what if questions, but yeah.
And we also had been together for how long too? That was our third weekend in a row too. So it's like there's nothing exciting to catch up on.
Right. Third weekend in a row and third weekend in a row, third day consecutively being together.
Yeah. We didn't have shit to say to each other.
Right.
We didn't even want to talk to each other.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Don't do that. Have you ever watched Pen 15?
No. You've asked me this question multiple times.
All right, well, I've told you guys that's the thing I do. Well, anyway, it's for
anyone that his memory is shit.
It's shite. For anybody that doesn't know, Pen 15 is a show on Hulu, and it is about what it was like to be a 12, 13-year-old girl in the very early 2000s. So you're awkward, you're going through puberty, you're like developing crushes on boys, like you're super fucking cringy and weird and all the things, right? Well,
yeah, boys no longer have cooties.
Yeah, seriously. Because there was an episode where the two girls, one of their parents is going away for the weekend or a few consecutive days. And so instead of taking her with them, she is going to stay with her best friend and their family. And at first, they're so fucking excited. They're going to be sisters. They're just so excited to be sisters. Like, they're really, really cringy and excited about it, which is so fucking cute because that's totally what it was like. But by the end of the weekend, by the time her parents came to pick her up, they weren't speaking.
That was like us.
They, like, hated each other.
Except we didn't hate each other. We just were over it.
No, yeah, they were just 100% over it. And it was so fucking realistic.
Yeah.
And I've asked a couple people, and some people agree with that and some people don't. Some people didn't experience that. But like, I used to go to my cousin's house a lot growing up, and sometimes I would stay the whole weekend. And in the beginning, fucking silly goofy time. But by the end, I'm like, I am so sick of you.
Like, I need a fucking break.
I need to fucking go home.
I need to get the fuck away from you.
The girl that lives there, his name is Maya. She walks out in the living room, and Anna, her best friend, is getting her hair brushed by her mom. And she's like, well, why aren't you brushing my hair? And her mom says, like, I can brush your hair next. And then she just has like a little bit of a meltdown, and she's like, can you please just go home now? Like, I'm sorry, like, you've just been here for like ever, and I'm just like really ready for you to go home now. And then literally her parents pull up, and then there's just silence, and then she gets her stuff and she goes, well, thanks for letting me come over here. And then the one that's having a meltdown just goes and then storms off. And I was like, God, this is so fucking relatable.
That would be you. You'd be the one crying.
Like, I would be. And then I'd be like,
fuck out.
I'm so embarrassed that I'm being so dramatic, but I'm really upset.
I'm just fucking over you.
Yeah, literally.
Why is my mom brushing your hair?
God, it was so... That show is really good, and you need to watch it.
I know. I need to. I'll get to it.
It's good. I feel like they do a really good job of portraying what it was like to be a cringy, awkward teenager.
Yeah.
Not like... I don't know what it was like to be one of the popular girls in 12, 13 age, you know? I know what it was like to be a awkward, singing, pretending I'm Buffy the Vampire Slayer kid.
You shouldn't have said that out loud.
You know,
that's embarrassing.
I've made peace with it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. I love that you are starting to use that. You shouldn't have said that out loud.
Yeah.
Because I love doing that to people. I love to make people uncomfortable and then take it back and make them feel better.
Yeah. So,
like, for example, I got my hair cut. Thank you for noticing. I know I look great.
I was going to bring it up, and then you just didn't stop fucking talking.
Oh. Oh, okay. Never speaking again.
This is my podcast now. Welcome to Dramatic AF with Bree, and Bree only.
Yeah, we already said welcome, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Well, my manager today had said, oh, you got a haircut. It looks so nice. And I was like, what? And she was like, your haircut. And I was like, my hair's been like this for weeks. Are you really so self-involved that you don't pay attention to the people around you? And then she was like, well, no, stammering. And I was like, honey, I'm totally messing with you. I did get a haircut. I'm just fucking with you. You're totally that. And she's like, well, no, I don't want to say anything at all. And then I told her about my haircut and about how the girl that cut my hair said that my hair was fabulous and that she was mad that I was making her cut it all off. And
yeah, she was lying to you. I've cut your hair and I was happy to cut it all off. Just kidding.
No.
It looks great. It looks good. She did good.
Thank you. She did. And it was like one of those experiences where you could tell she really knew what she was doing and she really cared. Like she was taking her time and double checking with me throughout the process. It was really nice. And I took her name. I'm going to go back and see her again.
Yeah. What up, girl?
Desiree. So how have you been for the last couple weeks since I've seen you? Any updates you have for me?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know.
Oh, cheese and ranks.
I guess nothing is like crazy new or exciting in my life other than I started my fall semester classes. Haven't talked about that on the pod yet.
Yes.
But I'm going back to school for my business degree. So
nice.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a businesswoman?
Yeah, and like lots of exciting things coming.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes. I've never known a businesswoman before.
Well, now you know.
Actually,
or about to.
I knew Amy.
Oh yeah, I did
don't
too.
know her anymore. R.I.P. She's still here, but we're just not super close these days. Love you. We'll always love you. But yeah, she doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that's all. I don't know. I might think of stuff to sprinkle in here and there.
Yeah, is Rowan still obsessed with Moana?
We have watched Moana 10 times a day for the past fucking month.
Oh, you poor,
Actually, not that
Rowan.
much. I have like stopped playing it because I'm just like, dude,
it's too much.
we need to find something else. And actually, I just keep the TV off most of the time because Kaylia went back to school. So like Kaylia loved TV. She's like, can we watch this? Can we watch that? So we spent lots of time watching movies and TV shows from like when we were growing up, like Lizzie McGuire, The Proud Family, stuff like that.
So what did she think about Lizzie McGuire?
She was singing all the songs like right after the movie was over.
So you watched the movie?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
not the show, just the movie. But she liked all of it.
Oh,
she
wow.
likes everything.
Nice.
But yeah, so I've kept the TV off.
Besides
a
that.
lot, yes.
Well, I know you also played Hannah Montana for her. How much
Yeah.
did you guys get through?
I want to say we got close to like either we were in season 2 or almost to season 2.
Seriously?
We watched a lot and she loved it. At first, like the first couple days we like had it on, she'd be like, I don't like Hannah Montana. Because she called it Hannah Montana.
Oh, hell no.
And I was like, why? It's just too laughy. She didn't like the laugh tracks.
Yeah.
They drove her nuts.
They need to stop that.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. But other than that, like she ended up liking it a lot. And then she would sing the theme song every single time it came on, or like the intro song.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, I love this show.
I don't remember there being a laugh track on Hannah Montana.
It's so annoying. It's like constantly everything they laugh at.
Really? Mm-hmm. Because I know they have that on like Friends and shit like that, which is just stupid. I guess I just tune it out. It's like cringy. It's like, why are you trying to tell us when to laugh? That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She didn't like that at all.
Yeah, Corey fucking hates it. He won't watch a show that has a laugh track because it drives him nuts.
The Nickelodeon laugh tracks were the worst because there was a laugh in the back that was like...
And they always replay the same ones. And what's really creepy is I think a lot of them are really old.
Yeah.
And so if you think about it, a lot of those people that are laughing are dead now. Her smile dropped. Have you guys ever heard that before?
No.
Yeah, apparently some laugh tracks are pretty old and they're just still reusing them, and those people are dead now, which is really fucking creepy to think about.
The old me is dead.
But their laugh lives on. Their laugh lives on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in
Thanks
peace.
for the laughs.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that she's still so obsessed with Moana, but at least Moana's a good one.
It is good, and it's fine. Like, it makes her happy, and if she's crabby, we can put it on, or if we need to get something done, and she's just, because she's into fucking everything.
Yeah.
Then we can, and she'll just kind of sit there and chill.
Yeah, so I actually am wearing my beaded bracelet again, which is not a huge fucking deal, but I used to have this bracelet, and she was obsessed with it. She would always grab my hand and try to play with it, and then like I'd take it off, and then she'd jingle it around and then put it in her mouth, and I'd be like, no, because you can't have it in your mouth because it could just slide right down, and I'm not dealing with that. But she just loved it, and then I took it home one time. I took it home one time. I was taking it off at home one time, and it snapped. and the beads flew everywhere. And I was like, no.
I'm so surprised it wasn't her that broke it.
I know.
I always thought it was going to be her.
Because she like will pull on it and stuff like that. But no, I don't know what the hell happened, but it just snapped and broke. And I was like, God fucking damn it. So Kirsty actually made it for me. So I went back to her house to hang out, and she had all the same stuff, so we just made it again. Only this time I doubled up the elastic so that it's much stronger.
She's nice and thick.
Yeah, and it's a little stiff to pull on and off, but I'll take that if it means it's not going to snap. But anyway,
yeah, it'll last longer.
Very excited that I've got it back. She was playing with it all day.
Even the FaceTime?
Yes, yeah, I FaceTimed Bree because you guys, we were sending each other Snapchats back and forth, and Rowan kept crawling over to Bree when she heard my voice to watch me on the camera, and I was like,
she would peek her head around to like look at the phone. She was like trying to look.
I like could cry. So I was like, I'm just gonna FaceTime her. Like, I want to see her reactions in real time. So I FaceTime her, and she just got shy.
Yeah,
right away.
She was like, I don't know.
But I was like, hey, I know you know me, and look what I got for you. And then I showed her the bracelet on the FaceTime, and Bree said that she reached up to the screen to try to grab it.
Yeah, she kept trying to like grab it and scratch like, the screen.
You fucking dumb girl. It's a fucking FaceTime. What you? No, I'm just kidding.
You can't grab shit, girl. What you doing?
We are not that far in technology. They have not invented things like smell-o-vision yet.
Smell-o-vision.
But they will.
It'll happen.
I fucking hope so.
No, I don't, because then you'll see a food commercial and suddenly you'll be hungry.
Oh, that's true. But if you're literally watching, like, Rachel Ray, for example, is the first thing that popped into my mind, and she says things like, oh, I wish you guys could smell this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It would be cool if we actually could, just to get a whiff of what she's talking about. That would be dope. Dope.
Yeah, dope as fuck,
yeah.
boy.
I also wanted to mention that I have, at this point, officially listened to the entire Sabrina Carpenter album, and it's fucking amazing. And if you're a girl's girl, you're gonna love this fucking album because it's talking a lot of shit about men. There's literally a line in one of the songs that says, the Lord did not bless this man because God knows he ain't living large. Which means he got a teeny weeny.
Which means he got a teeny weeny.
And I was like, that's so fucking funny. And then there's a line, I think, in Slim Pickens where she says, he doesn't know the difference between there, and they are, yet he's naked in my room. Like,
dude.
The audacity, my guy.
The audacity
so
of you to have
funny.
him in your bed, though, too.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing on both parts.
But it's like, she's saying, like, my options are so fucking slim.
Yeah.
I have these fucking dumb boys that couldn't find their ass to save my life. And it's like, oh, Lord. I get it, girl.
We get it, Sabrina.
No, I swear to God. And there's one song, it's called Lie to Girls, and it's about, you really don't need to lie to me. I will lie to myself. If I like you enough, I will make up anything I can to make your nightmare of a situation look like a fucking fairy tale because I like you. So you don't have to lie to me. You don't have to fucking bullshit me because I'll just do it to myself and to everybody else because they're going to see that you're a shit show, but I'm going to try to make damn sure that they don't think that. And it's like, as the gay best friend, I've seen that happen so many fucking times where girls try to pretend.
It's so fucking real.
Yeah.
It's so real.
Girls try to pretend that their guys are like not that bad, but it's like, honey, I see right through this.
Like
he is
Earl.
A shit show.
I almost said Ernie, but like Earl.
And Ernie.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Guys are just fucking dumb.
So fucking dumb. They suck.
10 out of 10 for the whole fucking album. I really took my time to listen to every single song. I'm trying to listen to the album in the order that it comes out because do you guys remember like when we were kids and you'd listen to an album and then like you'd hear the end of a song and then in your brain you would hear the beginning of the next song from the CD?
Yeah.
That was a huge thing for me.
If she don't know what that is, she too young for you, bro.
And it could just be like a millennial thing and older, but in my brain, like I can hear the beginning of the next song because of listening to the CD in in consecutive order, whatever it is. So I'm trying to do that with this because I really enjoy that feeling. It's like nostalgic to
nostalgia.
But yeah, it's so good. And we talked about it earlier. Bree has not had the time that I have had to. I mean, I work in an office.
He got shit going on.
90% of my time is...
He calls me every day from his work phone. He said, what up, beach?
Not every day, but I have. But yeah, a lot of my work is office work. So I can listen to podcasts, music, whatever I want. I've had lots of time to just listen to the album and take it all in. And now I'm getting to the point where I can pull up the the lyrics as they're playing, and I can sing because I've got the melody down. I just don't know all the lyrics yet, so now I'm learning the lyrics to each song.
Of course you are. I'm just kidding.
I take this shit fucking seriously, my guy.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'm so proud of her, especially after everything she went through with the whole Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett bullshit.
Yeah, she fucking went through it.
She went through it.
And she came out on top. Mm-hmm. She's good.
I know. And I am like, when... I'm sure that her and Olivia Rodrigo are eventually going to do something together, and it's going to break the internet when they do.
Yeah, they will. You know that they will. They have to.
They're both bad bitch women.
And like feminists.
Yeah.
It's just like the rules of feminism.
Yeah.
Name that movie.
A Cinderella
Story? I can literally hear a cricket out the window.
A Cinderella Story?
I don't think. Maybe. No, actually, I don't even fucking know. I thought it was Mean Girls.
It is Mean Girls. I was
Regina.
fucking with you. No,
that or not Regina, Gretchen. Yeah, Gretchen says it.
You can't like Aaron Samuels. Aaron Samuels is Regina George's ex-boyfriend, and that's like just like the rules of feminism. Yeah. I knew it the second you said it. I mean, it's me you're talking to.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Rick.
Sometimes I'll ask Kirsty questions like that, and then she'll give me a wrong answer on purpose, just so that I can be like, "Are you fucking serious?" And then she'll be like, "No, it's from Freaky Friday. I'm not fucking dumb."
Yeah, that's so funny.
I know.
I'm not laughing.
I know. Also, I wanted to tell you that September 5th.
Yes. Freaky Friday?
No, love. September 5th was officially...
That was yesterday.
In our time, yesterday, yes. Was me and Corey's 5 years of being together.
I know, I saw that. On your calendar or something, I think you sent it to me on Snapchat.
I don't remember, but... But how crazy is that? Yeah, it's been 5 years.
So crazy.
Shut up. I'm just really like...
I'm just kidding.
No,
it's exciting.
I've talked about it before. I really got to a point in my life where I had thought I will never have that.
Girl, so did everybody.
It's a bitchy thing to say. I'm literally a fat, ugly gay person. You don't know how it is. I was trying to remember that.
You don't know what it's like, Amy.
That's it. That's the one. You don't know how it is. Oh, Amy.
Oh my god, that was the first time I've snorted on the podcast.
I was trying to be so serious. I can't have a friend that snorts. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
Kirsty snorts sometimes too.
Does she?
I make her, yeah, cocaine.
I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, that's great.
When I can make her laugh, yeah. Which I do. But no. Yeah.
Don't know how it is.
I don't even remember what like led them to that sentence being said.
I have no idea.
But yeah, I just never really thought that was going to happen for me.
I told you.
Everybody
I always
did.
told you. Everybody always said.
But it did.
And now here you are 5 years later with a whole ass husband.
I know.
And you're a whole ass husband.
We've been married for a year, but together for 5, and that it's just the American dream. I'm just really fucking happy, man. And I just like looked at him yesterday and I was like, I'm so fucking happy with you. You want to hear what he did for me?
What?
I was laying on the couch. I was watching. No, I was laying on the couch watching SVU as I've been doing. Very into it, you guys. And I look up at the ceiling and oh my god, there's a motherfucking spider on the ceiling. Not here.
Oh, did you see how slow I looked up? I was like,
no, at my house, I was watching SVU and I just like glanced up at the ceiling just because God told me to. And
God said, protect yourself before you wreck yourself.
Seriously, there was a spider like right over my belly button on the ceiling. And I was like,
your meatball?
What are you doing there? And then Corey got up and was walking around. And I said, honey, is that a spider? And he said, yeah. And then I just sat there and I was just like, okay.
Just stared at him.
I just like, no, I just went back to watching TV and I just kept glancing up at it. And I was like, if he comes and takes care of the spider for me, he loves me.
Yeah.
And he did. He walked in the kitchen without saying anything. A minute, like not even a minute passes. He comes back out with paper towels and climbs on the couch over me. And I'm like holding his leg to stabilize him. And he reaches up and gets it. And then he gets down. And I'm just like, you really do love me, don't you?
That's crazy. I would never know what that's like because me and Bailey fight over who's going to kill the spider because we're both equally scared.
That's so fucking sweet.
That's
so cute.
That's just like earlier there was a big ass fucking spider in here, and I said, Ricky's
no.
hell no.
Yeah, I walked around to go grab something behind here.
Yeah.
And I immediately clocked there's a fucking spider on this light ass fucking wall. And that's why I'm really glad that the walls in here are light because you're gonna see them right away. And I did, and I was like, I am not dealing with that. And then Bree looked over the couch and saw it, and she's like, well, neither fucking am I. I said, so you're gonna have to fucking deal with it.
No, I said, you're the man, you deal with it. He said barely.
I said barely. And then I walked around for like 3 minutes trying to find something to deal with it with because
I wasn't doing it.
We're not fully set up down here yet, but
nope, it's kind of a maze.
We just got, what's on camera set up, which is honestly all we need. But yeah, we took care of it. And then not long after that.
He did. I wasn't.
True. Mm-mm. And then not long after that, I found a spider on my blankie. And I was like, what are you doing? This is my safe space. And you're entering it.
That was a big one.
I know. But yeah, he killed that spider for me. And then he gave me a popsicle.
I thought you were saying, and then he sucked my dick.
No. Hey. Hi.
Oh, did I tell the story on the podcast about the going to Pure Pleasure?
I don't believe you did. So please fucking do.
Oh.
Tell me about your
Did I even talk about volleyball?
No. And this was before we saw each other the last time, so this is an old story. This is old information, guys.
It's old news.
Old news.
I don't know. It was like, what, a couple weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, probably. I went to volleyball with Anna. God, I feel like maybe I did tell it, but I
don't remember you telling him on the podcast.
Okay. Well, we're just going to tell it again if it is told, but I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
What the hell?
I can verify for sure.
I'm just so confused.
Okay, anyway, so you were playing with the volley and the balls.
Yes, we were playing with all the balls and the volleys.
Yes.
And that was a good time. It was fun.
Did you guys just go to like a bar and they were playing volleyball?
Yeah, she's in a league. So, like,
okay.
They have, like, a bunch of teams, and then they play for, like, a few months and whatever.
Okay. Like bowling leagues, like old people do?
Yeah, but
it's volleyball.
For balls and volleying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if I would do it, but it sounds like a lot of fun because you're just drinking, playing volleyball, being silly.
Yeah. Anna got out of... I can't talk. Anna got out of the car to come get me, and I came out, and she was like, do you have White Claws in your purse? I was like, yeah, I got 5. She was like, how the fuck do you have 5 White Claws in your purse? And that red one, I crammed everything in there. It was great. It was like
oh my God,
bag from...
It's a tiny little bag, guys.
Like Halloween Town.
Yeah.
You just reach in and pull everything out.
Yes.
Just like that. It was great. But yeah, we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. Lots of drinking. It was great. And then on our way home... There's a Pure Pleasure by us. Okay, so we're going to get into it. So I'm in this like Facebook group page for girls, and it's just like called the Let's Talk About It page or whatever.
Okay.
Somebody had posted in the page asking what goes on in the back rooms at this Pure Pleasure.
Which is like a...
sex shop, like sex toys and...
porn and stuff like that.
Okay. Everything. And I was like... Ooh, I'm curious because you always see people go back there and there's always cars over there.
And you never see them again.
No, you never see them in the store.
To them all.
Ever. Like Bailey and I had gone there for something. Honestly, I don't even remember.
For a 12-foot dildo.
No, the drill dough.
Such a big dildo. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be scary. That'd be terrifying. Yeah.
That's like something out of a scary movie, parody movies.
Oh yeah, the scary movies. Yeah. But I don't know. There's just always cars there, but nobody's ever in the store. So I was like, oh, I'm about to read this. Like, what is going on in the back rooms?
Weird. Okay, yeah.
So then there were a bunch of comments saying, like, there's people fucking back there. Like, people are constantly, like, fooling around and doing shit back there. And it's, like, video booths. Like, porn. Like, you pay for your porn. Which I don't understand because Pornhub is free, you guys.
There's an abundance of porn.
Go on Twitter. anything. You can
Literally
find it.
just type in porn in Google and it will pull you up some porn.
Yeah.
You don't need
Simply for free.
Simply for free.
And so I was like, okay, whatever. So
We say that, but then there's OnlyFans and you have to pay for people's OnlyFans, which I am 100% saying... Like, I'll say with my full chest, I've done that. I paid for somebody's OnlyFans.
But I feel like that's for a specific person. If you're just, like, looking to watch porn.
Just porn in general. Yeah, I'm not going to pay for that.
Go on fucking Pornhub.
Yeah.
Whatever else there is. So, I don't know. I was just reading all these comments, and then I was like, Taylor, we should go. Because Taylor was here. So, we went, and Taylor had never been to a sex shop. So, she's like, what the fuck is this place? She's like,
Taylor is your young, underage sister-in-law.
Yeah, she's like 14.
Yeah, she's just a baby. I'm just kidding. She's an adult.
Yeah.
She is a grown woman.
So we went, and I think I traumatized her for life. Even showed her the fucking meth pipes they have there in the counter. Yeah, they have like a bunch of glass, and they have meth pipes. So
that's insane.
But
I didn't know they sold like movies and like...
Yeah, she didn't know that there was like magazines and movies and all this stuff. She's like, what is this?
It's for the old-fashioned folk.
Yeah, it's for the old fuckers that don't know how to use the TV.
Yeah, or they don't
or the
care
Google.
to learn, yeah.
Yeah. So...
They want their porn on fucking 4K...
paper.
70-inch screen out of their DVD players.
Out of their DVD players.
Yeah, they want to put that disc in the player, watch it fucking... full screen.
Yeah, porn on the big screen.
Yeah.
It's a dream.
It's a dream.
So we were in the back of the store trying to listen to hear if we could hear anything like these comments had said. We didn't hear anything. There was nothing going on. There were cars there, but then we left and we're like, whatever. So then on our way home, Anna was like, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, I do. It's like 11:30 on a Thursday at night. Mm-hmm. So we pull up. She's like, what door did we go into? We went into the back door like everybody else does. And it's like a creepy door. There's like a little light over it. And we walked back there. And you go like around this corner. And it's like completely black back there. You can't see anything. Like everything's painted black. Like it's very dark. And
spooky.
Then it is spooky. Because you don't know who's going to be fucking behind the little thing.
Who's fucking behind door number 3?
But there's a sign that says 1 man per booth. So I'm like, some freaky shit goes on back here. And then, so we like creeped into one of the little booths, which is actually really, I feel like you could walk in on somebody so easy because there's not like a little curtain. There's nothing. You just walk right in.
Weird.
So you wouldn't even know if somebody's in there.
You know what
until
I'm kind
you go
of
around the
realizing
corner.
in this moment?
Huh?
You know how there's like the massage parlors with the happy endings?
Yeah.
But they are fully doing like sexual things. I don't
Yeah.
even know if this is like a real thing or if it's just shit they put in TV and movies and stuff like that.
No, it is a real
But
thing.
let's say it's a real thing.
It is.
From a business standpoint, it's a legitimate business. Mm-hmm. It's just a massage parlor.
Yeah.
But like they fully do the little happy ending stuff. I bet you anything this place is the same way, where it's like we have a sign up that says only 1 man at a time, but we don't fucking care if there's a bunch of people back there.
Yeah, like it's more for like legal purposes.
Yeah.
Like business aspects. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
I think so. And they know. They 100%
Yeah,
know.
and they're probably like, I don't fucking care. Do what you want.
But we went back. We were in a booth. We were like trying to look at the options for porn on the screen. And we were also trying to listen. Because we were like, what the fuck? There are cars. There are men back here. You could hear moaning. You could hear a lot going on. And that was live action. That was not from the little fucking screen that you pay for.
Yeah.
And then I like almost busted out laughing. Because I was like, oh my fucking God. People are fucking.
Yeah.
People are fucking.
Oh my gosh.
And Anna was too busy like trying to figure out the screen and stuff.
I was too busy trying to find someone to like fuck her.
No.
Just kidding.
And so she didn't really notice all that. But then we went to walk out and some guy in the booth across from us had like peeked around the corner to see who was like there. And I was like, we gotta fucking go.
Was he naked?
No, but he was buttoning his pants up because his hands were, or like his belt or something.
I thought she was going to say no, but he was butt naked.
He
just asked.
was in his birthday suit. So then we left and now we want to go back and sit in there for a while and
Get that
see what
full
we can hear.
experience
Yeah.
this time. Yeah. I only want to die alive, never by the hands of a broken heart. I listened to that live today of her singing it live at like, some sort of like Halloween event around the time, and so she's kind
around the
of
time
the song came out.
Yeah.
And she's kind of dressed like, I think she had like a little bit of makeup on that kind of was giving like Jack Skellington vibes. Can I fucking speak?
No.
And it was such a cute fucking vibe, and she can sing the song at the pitch that the official song is released in, or she sometimes sings it at a higher pitch, and I love the higher pitch, and so that's what I was looking for, and I found that today, and so I've been singing it like that all day.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm so happy for you.
Sorry, it's just a song that's stuck in my head.
Was that?
Yeah.
That was ugly.
Aww.
Just kidding. That reminds me of the fucking girls with the scooter at the bar when they're like, does she really laugh like that?
How rude.
Yeah, well, you just did that.
Sorry. Also, I used to wear this, I'm gonna get vulnerable for a sec.
Not again.
Yeah, so in high school,
Yeah.
in high school, I was always wearing polo shirts.
Of course you were. Yeah, I know you were.
And
I know you were.
I was always wearing them with a white t-shirt underneath.
Yeah, I know.
So I had like 10 white t-shirts on like fucking rotation ready to go. And I had a bunch of different really cute polo shirts.
Were they cute though?
I love some of them. Some of them were fun. Well, anyway, there was this one that was orange. And I don't know, I loved the color, the orange that it was. It was like a bright, like popsicle orange. Very cute. And Kirsty used to call me an orange marshmallow when I would wear that. Because I'm a big boy and I was wearing orange. And honestly, it became like a really endearing thing in our friendship and whatever. She was actually talking about making like an orange Halloween dress.
Yeah.
Trying to see if she could sew one herself. And I
Yeah,
was like,
that's cool.
fucking go for it, girl. I'm so excited for this. Like, I really hope it works and that you develop the talent if you don't already have it, whatever. And I just immediately was like, I'm gonna call her an orange marshmallow because that's like a thing between us.
So like I'm confused. What part was vulnerable?
Oh, I didn't say the vulnerable part.
No.
The vulnerable part. Well, the reason I was wearing polo shirts was because me and my mom didn't really know how to navigate the fact that I was such a big boy.
Oh, okay.
And with my clothing. And so she wanted to make sure I was always wearing a polo shirt with a white shirt underneath because it would really hide like the bumps of my large body.
Your nips.
Yeah, my nips, my rolls, my cinnamon rolls. And
My
now
buttered rolls.
and now I don't give a fuck. I wear really thin t-shirts, and if you look at me and you see any of that and you care, I don't.
Go
I don't.
fuck
Although
yourself.
I do get lots of comments about my nipples because my nipples are hard all the fucking time, and I don't know why.
I flip them. I flick them
Yeah.
all the time.
Mario flicked my nipple, and I was like, I
Yeah.
met you 4 hours ago. I met you 4 hours ago, and I've never been more turned on in my life. Just kidding.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh
I
my
forgot
God.
he did that.
Yeah, it was really fucking funny. I was like, hell yeah. I just love that, like, I don't know if it was him or if it was me or if it was a mixture of both of us, but that, like, we just, like, could get that comfortable with each
Yeah.
other within a matter of hours.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's both
cool.
of you guys.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy.
Yeah, he is. He's good shit.
Rest in peace.
He's
not
still
dead.
here.
He's just not here. He's just not in this room with us.
Yeah, he was at one point, just not right now.
Just not right now. He did help paint.
Yeah.
I know that you're not as big of a fan, but
God, are we going to talk about some shit I really don't give a fuck about and I have to pretend like I care?
maybe. I don't know.
Just kidding.
There is a potential that there's going to be a One Tree Hill reboot.
I know, I sent it to you.
I could cry.
I'm excited.
I'm so
I really
fucking
hope that they
excited.
do it.
I hope
they
so
for
too.
sure do it.
It sounds like it's like, you know, it's going.
I feel like everybody's on board.
I don't know. See, that's what's frustrating is like there's so many that like you guys really need to, the world just needs to stop taking
Here
like
we go.
news from just random
kidding.
people
Yeah.
and take news from like news articles like
sources.
Entertainment Weekly and I don't know what other, like I always just go with Entertainment Weekly because I know that that's like, it's not going to post anything that's not official.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like things
A
like
reliable
that.
source.
Yes, you go with go with
Wanna try
reliable
again?
Go with reliable sources and stop letting just random people tell you stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like that's how
Don't
fake
let
news
people
gets
blow
spread.
smoke up your ass.
Yeah. And so I have not heard anything official from any of those sites about who's coming back and who's not.
Yeah.
But I know for sure that Hillary Burton and Sophia Bush are taking the lead with this show.
Yep.
With Netflix, and it's going to be their characters 20 years into the future, and they are going to be raising teenagers. Their kids are teenagers now.
So it's going to be like a Girl Meets World type reboot,
I
think?
It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like it's not going to be focused on the kids. It's still going to be focused on them.
Oh, okay.
But
They're
just
just
showing
kids
you
are
what
a part
it's
of
like.
it.
Yeah, kind of like how they were going to do the Lizzie McGuire reboot, but it was geared towards the people that watched Lizzie McGuire. You're going to see her in her 30s now rather than as a teenager, because that's what she's going through now.
Gotcha.
Before it got fucking scrapped. So I think that's the same vibe that the One Tree Hill thing is going to be, and I'm so fucking here for it, and I genuinely hope that everyone comes back.
I do too.
Because-
Even just for an episode.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fine.
Like, I
That'd
just
be
want to
100%
see
okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
But I feel like they will, because they all show up for the basketball game.
They all show up
Like
for
every
all
year or
the,
whatever.
like, all the conventions and stuff like that. So I would think that, and as far as I know, most of them are still acting.
Yeah.
So I would hope they all come back. But honestly, Peyton and Brooke are my favorite.
Yeah.
So I love Haley. I love Nathan. And I love Lucas. But like, and I don't want it to be this, but if it just ended up being Brooke and Peyton, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I'd still watch it.
I'd still watch it.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, is that I get people that are like, God, why can't they just leave well enough alone? Like, the show did great, and like they're just gonna ruin it by what? No, they're not.
No,
Just keep it separate in your mind if it's that deep to you, because like that show is and was and will always be great. And if this new show isn't your cup of tea, then you don't gotta watch it.
It'll be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be great.
Especially because they are so headstrong about, like, their experience on the original show wasn't great. Mm-hmm. And so that was the whole point of starting the Drama Queens podcast. Mm-hmm. So they could take back some of their power and take back the show that they love and that, you know, all of us love too. And now they're going to do it even more by doing a reboot. And I'm just like, fuck yes.
It's going to be so good.
It's got to be good.
I'm excited. I hope that they, like, for sure do it and make it a thing, because that would be amazing.
Yes, I can't fucking wait. But yeah, I had heard on a podcast that, like, Chad Michael Murray has for sure said he's not coming back. Nowhere has that been a thing.
Right.
And now you're just spreading fake news. Like, that might be the case. He might not want to do it, but like, we don't know for sure.
I feel like he would.
I would
because
think so.
he even like is going to be in Freaky Friday.
Exactly.
So I feel like he would be all for it.
I mean, you're right. Like, at least an episode, you know, like
make an
here and there.
appearance.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? It could be like Brooke and Peyton, like their daily lives, like at work together or something like that. And they talk about their husbands who are at home, but you don't ever really see them, but they're there. Like, they might pop in here and there, but it's not necessarily about them. It's about Brooke and Peyton or whatever.
Right.
I don't
Not
fucking
main
know,
character vibes anymore, potentially.
Yeah. I'm just not going to sit here and assume that no one's coming back until
it's official.
Until I get official. But like Jana
Yeah.
Kramer, who played Alex on the show, she commented on one of the posts and said,
I'm
hell
in.
yeah, girlies.
Yeah.
I'm here when y'all want me.
Yep.
And a bunch of the other people have said stuff like that too. And I'm like, fuck yeah, guys. Let's all come together and make this shit happen.
Yeah,
I'm very excited for that.
We need it.
I'm very excited for that.
I can tell.
I keep
You're
getting
passionate.
Like, over the years, I've seen a bunch of things that like people, like High School Musical 4 trailers go into circulation and everyone's freaking out. And I'm like, if you just like knew anything, if you just watch those trailers, you can see that they're recycled clips from random movies and TV shows.
That they're trying to mesh together to make it make sense.
Yeah, and it's like, honey, I'm not believing anything
but
until...
some of them are good.
Some of them
Some
are
people
really
make
good.
really good ones where you're like, oh, fuck. Like, that would be good. I will watch that shit.
100%. There's actually some videos on YouTube of, like, the one that's coming to mind right now. Somebody edited together a video with the song The Way I Loved You by Taylor Swift.
Yes.
With Brooke and Nathan, as if they were a romantic couple.
Yeah.
But they weren't. But the way they edited the video and the way that, like, they manipulated the clips and stuff like that really looked like these were actual scenes that happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, some people are really fucking talented. So I get it. But it's like, did you see an official post anywhere about this?
Right.
Or is this just a random YouTube
account?
video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, come on, let's think about these things, guys.
Use your brain, people.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Seriously. I also wanted to tell you too, really quick. Did you know that You remember how the Scream TV show ended abruptly? Like, not ended, but like it continued on with different people.
Yes, and that was the worst thing that could have happened to that show.
I know, because it was so fucking good, and they left so many fucking questions unanswered.
I know.
Well, anyway, we never knew what happened and why, but recently the girl who played Emma was on a podcast, and the woman asked her about it, and she said, honestly, I don't know either.
What?
We were all geared up and ready to do season 3. And we were excited about it. We were planning for it. It was like totally ready to happen. And I think she said she was at like a coffee shop or something, hanging out, just going about her day. And then she got a call from her manager or whoever and just said, hey, how y'all doing? They're recasting the whole show. You're out.
That's
Sorry.
crazy. Because I feel like anybody who was like invested in the show probably is on the same page as us, where it just sucked when they were all gone, and like that's just
and it sucks, and I would give anything for them to bring it back because it was a really well done show, and some of the most brutal killings in the whole Scream universe.
It was so good.
It was so good. Do you remember when Emma's boyfriend got cut his head down the middle?
Yep.
And then the blood splattered all over her?
Yep.
That was fucking insane.
Gruesome. I can't even believe they could put that on TV.
On MTV.
I know. It was so crazy.
Honestly, one of my favorite Scream kills in the entire Scream universe is that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's just so like, it's so fucking good. And how she's the one that she like runs out to save him and accidentally trips the wire that makes it kill him. And she just stands there and she's like, oh, and she's getting splattered with blood. I was like, this is fucking amazing. This show is, oh yeah. But yeah, I had no idea that none of them knew. And it breaks my heart that happened to them because like,
yeah, that's crazy.
They were all so ready for it. They were all so excited for it. But she said it was a little bittersweet because while she was ready for it, it also kind of was kind of a draining show to be on.
I'm sure.
Because of how intense it was. And so she was like, very smidgen relieved to be able to see what else she could get out into.
Yeah.
And then she got some jobs that she was really excited about. So everything happens for a reason, but like...
shitty reason.
Yeah. They just they thought that if they went down a different direction, that they would get more of an audience. Like a newer audience coming in for whatever. And then they probably thought that if they used the original mask from the movies, that it would pull in some more... of those viewers and stuff like that, but it just wasn't as good as the first two.
I'm sure that they realized they fucked up because I think
they just never
talked
about it again.
Yeah,
they just never talked about it. They're
like, it just was done. It was no longer a thing.
This never happened.
Yeah, Scream. What Scream the TV show?
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't heard of it.
I just remember how excited we all were when that was on.
It was so good.
It was so good. Every week was so good. And then when we found out who the killer was in season 1, we were like, oh my God.
Like, what the fuck?
I want to watch it, but the only place you can watch it is on Amazon and you have to pay for it. And so, like, I'm low-key thinking I'm going to ask somebody for, like, an Amazon gift card so I can just buy the first and second season.
Yeah.
On digital so I can watch it whenever I want.
I would like to do that because that would be a good show to watch around, like, Halloween.
100%.
I watch Scream Queens every year around Halloween.
You do? Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that for you.
I love that show.
I tried to get Corey to watch it with me because... we don't have any shows that we like watching together, unfortunately. But we have tried a couple of different things, and that was the one that I thought he might enjoy the satire humor.
Because it is so funny.
Yeah, and he did. But the first episode was really long, and neither of us expected that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a regular 40-minute episode, but I think it was like a double episode or something. And so we're both just kind of like, damn, this is still going. And then we realized it was a... big one, and then we never went back and kept going, but like he did enjoy the humor.
Yeah, it's such a good show. I love that one.
So good. I love Emma Roberts in that.
And not wait to rewatch that this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and the Fear Street movies.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about getting Corey to watch those with me because
he would like them. They're so good.
Which is funny because I never thought that he would like that kind of thing, but then randomly he told me that he used to binge like all the Jason movies and all this stuff, and I was like, what? You never told me that.
Who are you?
Yeah, I didn't know he was into that kind of shit.
I
was
knew
like,
you.
I don't really watch that kind of stuff anymore, but like, yeah, I used to watch all those things. And I was like, okay, well, now you're gonna watch Fear Street with me because it's really fucking good.
It's so good.
It's so good. If you haven't watched it, you guys, that is the perfect thing to watch this Halloween season. I almost said holiday season.
Well, it's the same thing.
The last update I had for you was that Snooki. Snooki. If you guys don't know who she is,
are you going to tell me about...
Leave. You should go. Thanks.
Get the fuck out.
Snooki was on. Do you know who Jake Shane is?
Yes, I saw this.
He was on her podcast. She was on his podcast, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
Yep.
Really?
Not the entire thing, but the part about where's the beach and how the producers got her arrested.
Yeah.
But I feel like it made it.
How dare they?
Yeah, but you know what? It made it iconic.
Yeah, but she had explained that basically they were like, we need to get the situation under control before the actual police show up.
Where
so
she
just
really
arrest
gets
her.
fucked over.
Yeah. And so, yeah, she was on his podcast and it was honestly so fucking nice. It felt like, low-key felt like hanging out with Snooki.
Yeah.
And also it felt like I was watching an episode of Jersey Shore. It was so
I'll have to
fun.
watch the entire thing.
I didn't watch it. I listened to it. But like just
listen
hearing her.
even, yeah.
Yeah. She's just so funny. And like.
She's so cute.
One thing I absolutely love about Snooki is that she will never change. She has
No.
always been the same person. And she is that person in everything she does.
Yeah. Tried and true.
100%.
Snooki,
Yeah.
little meatball.
They do this thing where they answer people's advice questions or whatever. God, that's a fucking stupid idea.
Yeah, seriously, I know. I don't know anybody else who does something like that. It's
And then
just
I listened to a
absurd.
podcast today, and that guy does it too. And he just started his podcast. And I'm like, oh my god, is this a thing that everybody's doing? Because
Maybe we should just cut it.
No.
We're sick of you guys.
Yeah, I love having an advice column. But anyway, she was, there were people asking for like relationship advice and stuff like that. And like one of the questions was like, I've been flirting with this guy for a little while and I just like don't know if he likes me and I just like don't know what to do. And Snooki was like, ask him. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Just fucking go for it. Who the fuck cares?
Right.
Like, I feel like everybody's so sensitive to talk to each other. And I was like, Snooki, you are so right.
It is true.
Everybody's so afraid to just talk to each other.
Yeah, just use your fucking words. Figure
Yeah.
it out. It's
It
not
was-
that hard. Do you like me? Do you not? Are you interested or are you not?
You want to fuck or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. She also confirmed that the smush room was totally legit. It was 100% the smush room. They never cleaned those sheets.
It's so gross.
Yeah, and I was just like, then she said, you have to think about those seasons like our college years. Like, didn't you kind of
100%.
act crazy in college? Because that's just what we were doing.
Even though Pauly D was like 30.
I was just going to say that Polly and Mike were both like 30,
I think
31, 32.
Mike was like 31 or yeah. I think the first season he was like 31.
Oh, it's so random. And then fucking Snooki was 21 in the first episode.
That's so weird.
That is so weird.
And the age gaps and then how they get along so well too is like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Iconic.
yeah, you should really listen to that full episode because I think you'd really enjoy it. Just while you're doing laundry or dishes or something.
Yeah.
Because you'd really enjoy hearing her.
I know. I need to start doing that shit and like doing laundry while I watch those things.
Yeah. Okay, so
Wait.
it's time for Song of the Week.
Oh god, I'm not prepared.
Okay. Well, then I
Hit
can
me.
go first.
Yeah, do it. You always do. You fucking whore.
I'm sorry. I'm just always really prepared.
Well, I'm not. I always I have to think about it because I don't think about that thing or
Well,
that.
it's okay. You know what's funny is in the very first episode of H2O, the Mermaid Show, which is my favorite.
Here we go again.
Which is my
I'm
favorite
just
way to address that show.
Yeah.
H2O, the Mermaid Show. The girls get trapped on a boat, like in the middle of the sea or something like that. And then Emma pulls out her cell phone, which not everybody had cell phones at that time.
Yeah.
And then Cleo says, Emma's always really prepared. And I told Corey, I really want somebody to talk about me like that. And so now every time like something happens and I was clearly prepared for it, he goes, Ricky's always really prepared. And I'm like, thank you, baby. You got my back. Well, anyway, my song of the week is Who's to Say by Vanessa Carlton. It's an old song, but it's basically like saying like, I love you and you love me and we're happy together. And who's to say that's not okay? Like people say that we're too young to know that we're in love. People say that we're too this, too that, or whatever. Like there's no way we could know for sure. But it's like, who the fuck are they to say that? Like if you know, you know, you know?
Yeah, I do know.
And the only notable lyric that
The only
notable lyric that I specifically wanted to mention was, Mother, don't tell me friends are the ones I lose because they would bleed before you. And basically what that's saying is, it's like, don't tell me that I can't love my friends like family because they would die for me before you would. And your family. Like, and I've always really related to that. I love my family. Don't get me wrong, but I've always felt extremely close with my friends, and
like me.
yes, and I just feel that, you know, like about like some of my family, that some of my friends they know me better, they care about me more, they would die for me. And
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, I wouldn't want you to. You have a baby. Okay,
I'm just kidding.
But you have a baby. You have to be here for her. But
yes, I do.
Yeah, no. I've always felt like you can't tell me that my friendships aren't as important because they're not family, because they care about me more than you do.
They certainly do. I'm looking for a song. That's what I'm doing.
That's okay. And then another funny line from that song is, and you say we're too young, but maybe you're too old to remember. Maybe you're too old to remember what it was like to be this age and just fully know that you love.
I feel like
that's a cute song.
Just meaningful and deep.
And Vanessa Carlton was like, I mean, I'm sure she still is.
She was like the it girl.
Her and Michelle Branch.
There. Yeah.
I feel like they like had a very similar vibe. Like not in the kind of music they were putting out, but just like, I don't know, they were kind of like obscure singers back then, and whatever. They were just both phenomenal. But yeah, Who's to Say by Vanessa Carlton is a great song, and y'all should listen to it. Okay. I can't do that. I can't do that.
I feel like my song of the week is just going to be If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love that song. I listened to it again for the first time in a while, and I fucking love that song. It's so good. I can't really tell you any notable lyrics. It's just talking about how like he wants peace and understanding. And
has it been one of those songs that you've loved since forever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I have songs like that.
It's just so good.
Just one of those ones from childhood.
Yeah, kind of it's great. It's so good. He wrote it around the time. Okay, let me fact check this quick so I don't sound like a dumb bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, so when the assassinations of Bobby Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. happened, this song came out.
Oh shit. Okay.
So that's why he was saying like there must be peace and understanding, like just basically saying like we can do better. Let's do better. If I can dream this is the world, like we would all hold hands and like yeah. Cute. Like be good and happy and peaceful and stop the bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's like relevant for our day. What?
I just have to tell you something, and it's like an intrusive thought that I have. And
God. What is it?
It's super fucking silly. Sometimes when I'm pooping.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when I'm pooping, I'm struggling.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit. I'm just like,
do you think of Elvis Presley?
This is,
I can't push too hard.
And I'm like, if he could die, when I could die. Hey, Google, how old was Elvis Presley when he died?
Elvis Presley was 42 years old when he died in 1977.
God fucking damn it. I was really hoping he died when he was younger than me so that I could feel like some sort of calm knowing like, well, that was a while ago and I haven't died yet, so I'm good.
But he also was like on a bunch of pain pills and stuff.
No,
like,
and
so
I take that into account too. Like, I need to stop being so worried about that. But it's like, if he could die on the toilet, then I could.
No, I've definitely thought about that. Like when you're like trying to poop and you're pushing really hard and you're like, oh, my vision's going a little black.
I'm getting dazed.
Dazed and confused while I'm taking a shit.
Oh, this shit is making me dazed and also confused.
I need to stop.
That's
I can't pull an Elvis.
So I'm not the only one.
To the
that's
king.
Good. That's. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one.
No, I definitely have thought about that actually pretty recently.
Today for me.
Oh, no, not that recent.
Maybe it was yesterday. I can't remember. Recently though, I was just like, oh my god, I really hope this isn't it. That would suck.
Chill out. I can't be pushing this hard.
Could you imagine if that happened to me at work?
I mean, you wouldn't know.
I know, but they would. They would find me, and they would know.
And they would know how Dad taking a shit,
and they would have to smell it and stuff. And then also put me in a dead body bag.
Yeah.
That'd be so surprised. That'd be so sad.
That'd be so surprising.
Oh, Ricky in a dead body bag.
Fuck up.
Nobody wiped his ass. Just kidding. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Are you ready for the advice segment?
Yeah, hit me.
Who?
You would just go.
Cool. All right.
I think I read last. Anyways.
Oh, I think you did because it was the Ava one.
Who the fuck is Ava?
Okay, so from Taylor. I've been best friends with someone for over a decade, but recently we've been drifting apart. I've tried reaching out and making plans, but they always seem to cancel or they seem disinterested. How do I handle the situation without causing drama or hurting feelings?
Call him out.
No, honestly, if there's anything I learned from the Snooki episode of Jake Shane's podcast, it's like, yeah.
Podcast.
I did say that weird.
Yeah.
Stop being fucking afraid. Just fucking talk to her.
Literally just communicate and just say what the fuck's up.
But yeah, I would just talk to them.
Literally just
communicate with
say
them.
how it is.
Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, this kind of happened with me recently where it just had kind of felt like, you know, I still very much cared about this person, but it had just felt like there was a lot of drifting in the relationship and whatnot over the last little while. And I just felt like I had been trying. I had been putting effort, but it just felt like the effort wasn't matched. And hopefully the person that you're talking about can be mature enough to recognize their part in the problem. And so if you just go to them and say, hey,
do you want to be friends or no? You fucking bitch.
I really like you and I would like us to be friends and like be close.
It's been a really long time.
It just feels like we're drifting and I hate that because I love you so much. So please, can we just talk about this? And like, can you tell me why it feels like this? Like, are you mad at me? Did I do something?
I mean, I feel like you don't even need to be like that. You can literally just say, so what's going on? Like,
yeah,
I keep making plans or trying to.
Yeah.
I'm reaching out. Like, what's going
However
on?
you feel comfortable going about addressing it to them, go for it. But I think it
up.
needs to be addressed.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to get frustrated and
then
probably resentful.
Yes. And it's going to create resentment and it's going to create tension and everything. So I think that's going to be
nobody
the best
got time for that.
Yes. I think that's going to be the best way to go about it.
Run and tell that homeboy.
Home, boy. Oh my God. I fucking love that.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but it's fine.
You ain't gotta come and confess. We looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you. And you're just staring at me, looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah. I'm not crazy, girl. I'm not crazy. Anyway.
Hitting your head on the microphone.
But thank you so much for your submission, Taylor.
Good luck,
To
Taylor.
the advice segment
Good luck,
of our podcast. And if you would like to submit a request for advice, you can do so by sending the email to dramaticafpod@aol.com.
With advice in the subject line so we can remain organized. And then whatever else following.
Yeah, I mean, just put the word advice in the subject line, please. For me. Will you do that for me?
No.
Please? And then, yeah, if you go ahead and submit your advice question to our email, we will read it on one of our episodes, give you the advice that we've just given Taylor or something similar. Obviously, not the exact same thing. Probably
If you send
not.
it, we ain't going to read it.
Yeah, so please do that. And thank you so much for coming back for another episode of Dramatic AF, the podcast. We really, really appreciate it. Feel free to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below telling us your favorite color, your favorite episode of Jersey Shore.
Or what your song of the week is.
Yes. Oh my God, you guys, that's a great idea. Tell us what your song of the week is. Let us know what your favorite songs are these days. And then maybe we'll listen to some and then talk about them on the podcast. You never know. Anything could happen. Mm-hmm. I could be straight next week. I won't be. Don't sign me up for that. And also don't sign me up for cardio.
No,
Don't
put me down for that.
Don't put me down for cardio. I don't like running, jumping, climbing stairs.
Physical labor of any sort.
And
Don't put me down.
Please don't. But yes, we appreciate you guys coming back. We will see you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bye.